A good news has come for the shipping industry of India, as all the eyes were on the commissioning of the Vizhinjam port in Kerala by the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, and finally the commissioning of the Vizhinjam port has taken place, and India now has a deep sea port, India's first and India's only deep sea port, and that is what we will be looking today. Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the commissioning of the Vizhinjam port, why Vizhinjam port is important, what are the features with regard to it, what is the meaning of the transshipment port, and then in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is economy, with regard to the commutation and also the economy section. So the news basically talks about that PM Modi has inaugurated the Vizhinjam port. Now what is its significance for India's first transshipment hub, considered to be a landmark and considered to be a revolution with regard to the transshipment aspect of India, and this will also increase India's reach with regard to the global trade. Before moving forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the admissions are open for the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains. The English medium batch is starting from 7th of May, while the Hindi medium batch, the admissions are open. In case of any query, give us a call at 87501 87501. Now, first of all, let us look at the map. So, Vizhinjam port is situated in Kerala, and that too on the Western Ghats. So, if we talk about, these are the coastline of Kerala, this is border coastline of Kerala, and this is the location of the Vizhinjam port. So, Vizhinjam port is basically situated in the southern India, and if we talk about the state, then it is situated in the state of Kerala, and if we talk about the geography of Kerala, so it is situated in the southern Kerala on the coast, Vizhinjam port. Now, if we talk about the sea, then this is Arabian Sea. Now talking about the news, so PM Modi has commissioned the Vizhinjam port, and this will be India's first deep water transshipment port. We will be going deeper into the aspect of what is the meaning of the term transshipment. So first of all, India's first deep water transshipment port. Now what is the meaning of the term deep water? Deep water means that the big ships, the large vessels, the mother ships which are considered to be carrying more than 20,000 containers, more than 25,000 containers. So last year when the Vizhinjam port became limited operational, so one of the very big ships, that is the MCS Turkiye, it came to the Vizhinjam port for the transshipment aspect, and the MCS Turkiye ship, it is considered to be a mother ship as it contains more than 24,000 containers. So which was one of the landmark transshipment order which took place at the Vizhinjam port. And when we talk about such big vessels, such mother vessels, so these vessels cannot come and do the transshipment activities at a smaller port. So they need large port, they need deep water port. Now deep water port means the ports which has the depth of more than 30 to 40 meters. Now, if we talk about the Vizhinjam port, then naturally Vizhinjam port has more than 18 to 20 meters of depth, and the extra extraction of sand can be done from it. So that gives a natural advantage to the Vizhinjam port of becoming a deep water port. And apart from the Vizhinjam port, as of now, India does not have any. Mark my words when I say this, India as of now, before the Vizhinjam port, India does not have any deep water port. This is the first and the only deep water port that India has. And if we talk about the ports, so basically India has major ports and the minor ports. So India has around 13 major ports and more than 200 non-major ports. And when we talk about the major ports, then in India, major ports are handled by the central government, while on the other hand, the non-major ports are basically handled by the state government. So this is India's first deep water transshipment port, making a pivotal step in making India a global shipping hub and lowering logistical cost. Now, when we say the term transshipment, what does it mean? So let me just show you an example. Okay, look at this. I hope you are able to very clearly see this. Okay, now let us first of all talk about the direct shipping. It means normally what is the case in normal shipping? How does the loading and the unloading of things takes place? Now this is the origin port. It means the origin port means that the port from where the ship has started to on its ride and has loaded all the containers. Then the direct route, through the direct route, it reaches the destination port, and where the unloading of the container or the cargo takes place. Like for example, one ship starts from India and wants to go to, for example, wants to go to, you can say, UAE. So it can directly from India go to the UAE. So India, for example, if the ship is starting from the Vizhinjam port, and it can directly go to the Joel Avi or Javed Ali port in the UAE. So that can be the point of origin and the destination point. Now if we talk about the transshipment aspect, now in the transshipment aspect, what happens is that first there is an origin port. So first aspect is the origin of the ship. So the place from where the ship has started has been loaded with the cargo, has been loaded with the containers, and the ship starts to travel, start its journey. And then there is a destination port. It means that the port where the ship actually wants to send its cargo, send its container. So there is a destination port. So at the destination port, the final unloading of the material or the cargo will take place. But now the problem is that from the origin port to the destination port, the big ships cannot go directly. There can be many reasons with regards to it. Like for example, the destination port might not have a deep sea port. The destination port might be very far away. So in between there are intermediate ports. So in between there are intermediate ports, and at the intermediate ports the unloading of the cargo takes place, and from that intermediate port where the unloading of the cargo has taken place, then again the loading of the cargo takes place to another ships or to any other mode of transport, and from there the cargo or the containers goes to the destination port. It means that from the origin port, the cargo first goes to an intermediate port where the unloading takes place, and then the loading into other ships or any other mode of transport like the railways or the other ships or the roadways, and then from there the cargo or the ship or the containers reaches to its destination, and that is the meaning of the transshipment port. So this intermediate port is what is the role of the transshipment port. So basically what has happened is that at the Vizhinjam port, like for example, imagine if India has 13 major ports, then the mother vessels or the very heavy vessels will come at the Vizhinjam port, will unload the containers there or the cargo there, and then from the Vizhinjam port, the cargoes will go on to other ships and will move to all other ports of India. So that is the meaning of the term transshipment port. So Vizhinjam port will be India's first deep water transshipment port. Now it is built at a cost of around 8,900 crores, and this is in the mode of PPP, that is the public private partnership. It means a private company, a public company. So there is an involvement of the government also, a government company also, and then there is a private company also. So it is operated by the Adani Group with the Kerala government holding the majority stake. So Adani Group is a private entity and the Kerala government is the public entity. Now coming on to the need for a transshipment hub in India. So what was the need for India to have a transshipment hub? So first and foremost, that till now when India did not had any deep water transshipment port, so till now the majority of the cargo which used to come to India was unloaded at the outside ports, like for example in Colombo, Singapore, or you can say UAE. So these are the kind of places where the unloading of the cargo was used to take place, and then from there the cargo used to come to other ports of India. And the disadvantages for this was that the travel time used to increase, cost used to increase, and then the person who is importing these products, they also had to pay much more, and the logistical cost was also getting very, very high. So cargo containers are shifted from one vessel to another before they reach their final destination at the transshipment port, and use of such ports to efficiently process large amount of international cargo. As India is a developing country and also a country who has such a large population, so the having its own transshipment port becomes very important. Then India lacked a full-fledged deep water container transshipment port, and there was no infrastructure to handle this vessels, and nearly 75% of the transshipment cargo had been routed through foreign ports like Colombo, Singapore or Jebel Ali in the UAE. Then the reliance on the foreign transshipment terminals not only resulted in long transit times and potential delays, because it was not coming directly into India, it was first going to some other outside ports and then from there it was coming to India. It also cost domestic traders an additional cost per container. India is estimated to be losing between 200 to 220 million US dollars a year in potential income from servicing its own cargo due to the transshipment vessel. So if India will have its own transshipment port, then the amount and the time which India used to lose will now be gaining. Now, what will be the advantages of having its own transshipment port? So, deep water port near international shipping routes capable of receiving huge containers. As if we talk about the location of the Vizhinjam port, so it is very, very strategic in location, because if you will see that the Malacca Strait is very near to the Vizhinjam port, and also the Indian Ocean trade route is very near to it. So, in the coming times, Vizhinjam port will also has the potential of becoming a very big transshipment hub for the international shipping industry. Prime location to become a major transshipment hub for the Indian subcontinent, and it has a natural depth of around 20 meters, which is only a kilometer away from the shore. So it is naturally a deep water port, and it experiences minimal sand movement along the coast, and the onshore connectivity is also a big advantage. It means that from the Vizhinjam port, the connectivity of Vizhinjam port with regards to rail connectivity, road connectivity and other ships connectivity is also very, very accessible. So this also gives a very big advantage to the Vizhinjam port and its potential of becoming a major hub in the coming times. And now in the end of prelims MCQ, and like always, you people need to tell me the answer in the comments below. So the question is, what is the key feature of the Vizhinjam port? It is the largest river port in India. It is India's first deep water international transshipment port. It only handles passenger ships, or it is located on the Ganges river. Easy one, we have discussed this in the video, so give me the answer. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.